For a fast turnaround, Dan and Daniel should have bought somewhere near here. This is where the real action is. It's near the sea, it's already attracting lots of investment from developers, and it has a world-renowned golf course. But instead, they ended up buying here. What on earth were they thinking?
Guys, I have to give you, you've really got balls. I mean, you rocked out into Portugal to do a big deal. You took on a house we converted into 2 flats. This is huge stuff for beginners. But you seem to do everything ass about face. I mean, you didn't get a survey, you didn't get planning, you didn't get building control, you didn't speak to architects. What's going on? Now, what does this lifestyle say to you?
Well, we've got a lot of different sort of stuff in here, you know, mix match.
Well, I think it says mates round, but also professional as well with the computer.
It says one thing to me, students. And this is a joke. This needs some serious work. It's not a bedroom, it's not an office, it's nothing.
The credit crunch hit the city too. Banks stopped lending to us and to each other. 2009, banks and mortgage companies will still be cautious about lending. You'll still need a good deposit, and they'll only lend to people they'll be sure they'll pay them back. You can forget about the days when you got 100% mortgages, or loans were based on 7 times salary. Those days are gone. The parameters have changed, possibly forever.
What about issues like stamp duty that might be...
Exactly, that's the other 2 points I'm going to make. Firstly, stamp duty. That needs to be put up to 250. 175 is too little, too late. There's loads of people in 1-bedroom flats that are much more expensive than 175. First-time families, most of the houses are over 175. We need to help first-time buyers and small families. And the third thing is, which I think this is very important, is the HIPS packages. They're a waste of time. We need to get rid of them. They're bureaucratic, they're costing too much money, and they're putting sellers off. I think this kitchen is the crux of making this design work for me. And the kitchen, in my mind, has to go either in there or in there.
Instinctively, for me, the kitchen would be in what is such a beautiful, beautiful area, isn't it?
This is such a waste. It's a kitchen. Big, beautiful chandelier, table, 12 friends round, breaking bread. It's just got so much drama, hasn't it, here?
It has to be a feature.
I was intrigued by this one, but I think the thing that's really struck me about today is the couple. I think they're fantastic. They're intelligent, they're articulate, and I think that translates into the design for this place.
But I can't help thinking them possibly a little bit naive. I'm expecting to hear the, the carpenters playing in the background. Everything's so perfect. Are they going to get a reality check?
No, I think they are clever enough and canny enough to actually pull this off.
Hope so.
Yes. Yeah, they'll all get painted white, so it becomes a sculptural object rather than a, slightly...
They're not just beams, Gary, they're sculptural objects.
It's just a beam. It's just a beam, okay?
No, it's just a beam.
Beam me down, Scotty, it's just a beam. Sculptured object, come on.
I can't even find it.
Pretentious. So is this going to be the dining room now?
Yes.
Yes, that would be the...
So I won.
You did.
I won.
You did.
I won, okay.
So we've got kitchen, living, and then dining room in a minute.
You got it.
Welcome. This spot is a long way from the Algarve, the top holiday destination in Portugal. I'm in a remote but beautiful area, an hour's drive from Oporto in northern Portugal. This is the real Portugal, and it's becoming an increasingly popular place with holiday makers. But the really great news is that property around here is cheap, and that means there's money to be made in these hills. We're in a whistle-stop tour around the 7 deadly sins of property developing, in the company of some former offenders who've agreed to share the lessons they've learned from their bad behaviour. Our next sin looks at the perils of getting too slack with the cash when you're shopping for that dream property. I think it's very disappointing that companies like Northern Rock are going after people. After all, these are the people, the taxpayers, who really bailed those guys out in the first place. And they're being very aggressive, putting thousands of families out really on the street, if you like, every week. And, Adam knows the reality of this, and I work very closely with Shelter. A lot of these people in their ivory towers don't understand the situation for people out there. There are families losing their homes where they've nowhere to go, kids have nowhere to sleep at night. It's clear that these guys have become obsessed with the idea of building a house above all else. But it is far too ambitious. Any build is difficult, but when it's in another country and you don't speak the lingo, plus you can't be there full-time to oversee the build, it is virtually impossible. I think it's going to be a struggle for them to get anything built, let alone on time. Dan and Daniel's ambition may well be their undoing.